In 2005, Shayne Ward was crowned the winner of The X Factor, one of the most watched reality TV moments in UK history. He went from being an unknown singer from Manchester, oi oi by the way, big representation from a fellow Mancunian, to topping charts, selling out tours and becoming a household name. But what happened when the cameras stopped rolling? Shayne's journey from X Factor glory to the ups and downs of fame is a story of talent, controversy and reinvention, not to mention resilience. Let's dive into the rise and the struggles and the where is he now of the world of Shayne Ward. Shayne Ward was born in Manchester in 1984. Before the X Factor, he was just a working class lad who loved to sing. He performed in bands, he worked odd jobs, and he chased his dream of making it big in music. His audition for the X Factor instantly made waves, not just because of his voice, but because of his charm. Week after week, he built a devoted fan base with teenage girls across the country plastering his posters on their walls. By the time he reached the final, Shayne wasn't just a contestant, he was a phenomenon. And you've got to remember, this was the heyday of the X Factor. I've done a video on the downfall of the X Factor, check that out, but this was like the golden era of reality TV. Reality TV was the biggest thing in Britain at this time, and the X Factor was probably the biggest show. It was a huge stage, and he dominated that stage. In December 2005, Shayne Ward won the X Factor with over 10 million votes. His winner's single, That's My Goal, sold over 700,000 copies in its first week alone, making it one of the fastest selling singles in UK history. That's right, one of the fastest selling singles in UK history belongs to none other than Shayne Ward. His debut album went multi-platinum. He was selling out arenas. He was seemed destined to be one of the UK's biggest global pop stars. Simon Cowell's label put everything it had behind him, and for a while Shayne Ward was untouchable. Just to put this in some kind of comparison for people that might be a little bit younger or might not remember this or might not be from the UK, who are trying to figure out how big was Shayne Ward at this time. He was basically Harry Styles. Okay, that was not even, you know what, forget that. He was Taylor Swift. He was the UK's Taylor Swift. That is how big Shayne Ward was. But fame is never simple. After his first album, Shayne's career hit turbulence. His follow-up singles didn't perform strongly, and the press was quick to label him as a flop. Tabloids speculated about tensions with himself and Simon Cowell's team, and whispers began that Shayne had become pushed aside for newer and shinier X Factor winners, which is basically what the X Factor did at this time. Found someone with massive potential, rinsed them dry, and then moved on to somebody else. By 2010, he was dropped from Simon Cowell's record company, which was a massive hit for him and especially for his ego. For an artist who had once been hailed as the next Robbie Williams, that fall was brutal. Fans questioned if he had been mismanaged, while critics wrote him off entirely. And then came the tabloid gossip. Stories about his personal life, his finances, even rumours of struggles with mental health. Whether true or not, it painted a picture of a star who had flown too close to the sun. He became less the UK's Taylor Swift and more the UK's Icarus, which I think is a very niche comparison unless you know the pop world and Greek mythology, but it was quite the fall, let me tell you. And that was it, really. 2010, 15 years ago, we just stopped hearing about Shayne Ward. He was tabloid gossip for a while, and then that slowed down and people were left wondering, where is he now? So let's answer that. Although it looked like it, Shayne Ward was not finished off in 2010. He did return with a new album, Obsession, though it did fail to match earlier success and many did think it was the end of his music career. Then in 2015, 5 years later, Shayne shocked everyone by pivoting into acting, which I don't understand why that was a shock, because every failed musician basically goes into acting, right? So don't ask me why it shocked everyone, but it did. He had joined the cast of Coronation Street, a role that revitalised his career for a little bit, showing audiences a whole new side of him. Fans even started to embrace him again, not just as a singer, but as a versatile performer. His storylines on Corrie even tackled serious issues such as mental health, which was winning praise from not just fans, but critics alike. Today, Shayne Ward balances acting, music and family life. He's hinted at recording new songs, and his loyal fanbase continues to support him. Whilst he may never reclaim the dazzling chart heights of 2005, he's carved out a sustainable career in his own terms. Some fans speculate a comeback tour, others wonder if he'll land another major TV role, but there's one thing that's clear, and that Shayne Ward is far from being finished, but also far from being a massive star. I think especially the younger generation have no idea who Shayne Ward is and have no intention of knowing who Shayne Ward is. From X Factor champion to chart-topping star, from near obscurity and reinventing himself on TV, Shayne's journey just proves that fame doesn't always follow a straight line. He may not be topping the charts anymore, but his story is one of resilience, survival and refusing to give up on his dreams. And you know what, I think the biggest takeaway from this is really just how bad Simon Cowell's label was and the X Factor was. The video I did on it wasn't really popular, people didn't really enjoy it, but I'm still gonna stick by it and keep talking about it, because the X Factor hurt a lot of people and it made stars such as Shayne Ward, but there is definitely, even for the stars it made, it came bringing down again. It's honestly, that's Shayne Ward. Let me know if you remember him and if you like him. Sorry if it's just got extremely dark. Natural light, cloudy day, not good. Thanks for watching.